Okay, friends, we're going to do lesson 10 today. We want to make sure we put our names on our papers and that we always read the directions. Today's lesson is going to be asking you to identify the place values. This is all to practice what place value you are working on. If you need to use your place value chart, you may, but you really need to have these place values memorized so that when they ask it for you, it's easier to just write the answer, okay? This is where we're going to start doing some mental math, but you need to be able to, on the back, to explain it in words as well. Okay, so round 543,892 to the nearest. Okay, if it's thousands, we are going to be looking at the 3 and circling the 9. 5 or above, we're going to bump that place value up. So 544,000. I'm going to erase that for myself. 10,000. Underline the place value, circle the digit next to it. So that one is a 3, 4 below. We leave this number alone, so 540,000. And erase it again, look at the 100,000s. And if we're looking at the 100,000s, it's a 4 below, so we leave this place value alone. So our answer would be 500,000. Okay. Complete each statement by rounding the number to the given place value. Okay, they want us to show that we know this just by practice and doing it over and over again. So 28,000, oh goodness me, 2,841 rounded to the nearest 100. So I'm going to underline my hundreds, circle the place value next to it, and we are going to round it. It's 4 below, so we're going to leave it alone. So 2,800. Okay. 32,851 to the nearest 100. Underline our hundreds. 5 or above, we're going to bump that number up. So 32,900. Okay. 132,891 to the nearest 100. That's 5 or above, so we're going to bump that our place value up. So 132,900. 6,299 rounded to the nearest thousands place. So we're going to be underlining the 6, circling the 2. It's going to round to 6,000. 36,599 rounded to the nearest 1,000. That's a 5, so we're going to bump that 6 up. 100,699 rounded to the nearest 1,000. It's going to be 101,000. 40,984 rounded to the nearest 10,000. So 10,000, I'm going to underline the 10,000, which is the 4, and circle the 0. That means that we would have 40,000. 54,984 rounded to the nearest 10,000. Oops, sorry. Goodness, thank goodness we have erasers, right, friends? Okay. So 4 below, we're going to leave that place value alone. That will round to 50,000. 997,010 rounded to the nearest 10,000. And this is the one where it's going to keep on rounding. So this one we are going to bump up the 9 to a 0, which means we can have another disc in the 100,000s, which will put us to 1 million. Okay. 360,034 rounded to the nearest 100,000. Okay. The 6 is 5 or above, so we're going to move this one up to 400,000. 436,709 rounded to the nearest 100,000 will be 400,000. And 852,442 rounded to the nearest 100,000. 5 and above, we'll bump that place value up, is 900,000. Okay, let's flip it over to the back. Empire Elementary School needs to purchase water bottles for the field day. There are 2,142 students. Principal Vadar rounded to the nearest 100 to estimate how many water bottles to order. Will there be enough water bottles for everyone? Explain your answer. So if we take 2,142 and we round it to the nearest 100, this number's a 4, so that's only going to round to 2,100 students. If we only buy 2,100 water bottles, will there be enough for 2,142 students? No. 42 students are going to be sad that they don't have water bottles. So, we need to explain, and we're going to use our words right from our sentence, so use your resources so you can spell it correctly. There will not be enough water bottles because 2,142 rounded to the nearest 100 is only 2,100. If Principal Vadar should be Vadar, only orders 2,100 bottles. Oh my goodness, friends. Lots of mistakes today. We all make mistakes. We just have to be sure to go back and fix them. Right? Thank you for your patience. 2,100 bottles, 42 students will be without water. Or water bottles. Okay. Let's look at number 4. If you need to pause this to get all the words down, absolutely feel free to pause it. Okay. Opening day at the New York State Fair in 2012 had an attendance of 46,753. Decide which place value to round 46,753 to if you were writing a newspaper article. Round the number and explain why it is an appropriate unit to round the attendance to. Okay. So, I would round, oh my goodness, what a day. I would round 46,753 to the nearest 10,000th place. To get 50,000. For a newspaper article, saying approximate 50,000 people were in attendance. So for a newspaper saying approximately 50,000 people were in attendance is close to, is close to 46,753. I would round 46,753 to the nearest 10,000th place to get 50,000. For a newspaper article saying approximately 50,000 people were in attendance is close to the actual number of 46,753. They don't want to exaggerate the number too much or too little. So this way saying 50,000 is pretty close. Okay. A jet airline holds about 65,000 gallons of gas. It uses about 7,460 gallons when flying between New York City and Los Angeles. Round each number to the largest place value, then find about how many trips the plane can take between cities before running out of fuel. Okay, so we know that 65,000 gallons rounded to the highest place value would be 70,000. So that's the amount that it can hold. That's our total that it can hold. Okay. Now, if it uses about 7,460 gallons when flying between New York City and Los Angeles, rounding that to the highest place value would take us to 7,000 gallons. Okay. Then find about how many trips the plane can take between cities before running out of fuel. So the plane can take about 10 trips before running out of fuel. Now, this isn't an exact thing, right? If we were flying an airplane, we'd want to make sure we'd have enough fuel. Yikes! All right. Make sure that you star any that were confusing to you. Make sure that you understand these questions, okay? We have the mid-module test coming up next. So this is the time now to ask, before we do the review and the assessment for the mid-module, to ask if you have any questions. I'll be on waiting for you to Zoom with me. Okay, have a great day. Bye, guys.